Hey guys, Danielle here. So, why are we obsessed with murder shows? Why are we obsessed with investigation discovery and 48 hours on ID and just basically ID and own and all these channels that show these murder mysteries? And I decided there's two reasons. The basic reason is because if we're ever found in one of these situations where these people would be murdered, we don't want that to happen. So, like, whatever led up to it, like, we want to be safe, right? That's why some people sleep with, like, a gun or a knife by their bed because a lot of these instances, I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know if it's 50-50, 70-30. People break into your home and there's an incident and you have to protect yourself, which is the scariest thing, right, that you can think of. So you want to be prepared. And then there's these other instances, like where, people are being stalked or there's a creepy guy in a parking lot or things like that, right? We want to be on the lookout. So we want to be prepared. It's part of our natural instinct to preserve ourselves, the fight or flight. And then I think the other reason is we want to know what to do if we were ever on the other side. Like if we ever accidentally murdered someone, I know that it would be hard to think about, doing it, how do you accidentally do it, right? But let's say, the gun goes off. You really didn't mean for the gun to go off and you were in a fight and I don't know why you had a gun, but you want to know, it's a sick fascination. What would you do with the body, right? These people, they've obviously not gotten away with it. So now you know all the things not to do, right? There's no perfect murder. The guy who pushed his girlfriend off a cliff, he had done it twice before and got convicted. And it got me thinking, do all of us have an idea in our mind of what the perfect murder is? If we were in this situation, what would happen? And apparently it's true. If you ask your friends, what would you do to kill someone? They all have an answer, right? So I asked one of my friends, I was like, so what's your go-to perfect murder strategy? And they were simple, put them in a bag, rocks, take them on a boat, dump them a couple miles out. And I'm like, yes, that sounds solid. Never really thought about that. I don't have a boat. I couldn't pull that off. And then, I had some other friends who I asked, and Carol Baskins has really got everyone thinking that you can just go into the swamp and just, dump bodies and alligator will eat them. And I'm not saying they will or they won't. I saw a video on YouTube of an alligator and a python both eating each other and they both die. It's crazy if you want to Google it. So I was thinking, what's my perfect way? And I had it already. I didn't even really need to think. I was like, oh yeah, push them off a cruise ship. You're at your balcony and, someone's pretending to be the king of the world and whoops! And, you just have to practice a scream and, explain to him he slipped, he fell. And I guess that's how it happened. And what's crazy is a lot of people have done this. A lot of people, this is their thing. So I wonder if we're subconsciously defaulting. How many of you automatically defaulted to that was the best idea? Or did a lot of you think that the boat was a good idea? Or did you already have your own plan that was foolproof where you weren't getting caught? So I think that's why we watch the shows. We're seeing oh, wait, that's us. That's how we would do it. That's how we would kill someone, right? Carol Baskins. I would put him in sardine oil and I'd feed him to the gators and I'd never get caught and she didn't get caught. So we gotta watch to see if our episode comes on. But don't murder people. Do not accidentally, on purpose, anything. Don't murder people. But the alligators, Carol Baskins. Fucking Carol Baskins.